Halima.
Hi, Zozi.
How are you?
I'm so good.
I was so happy to jump on the call with you to be able to do a headscarf tutorial.
Yes. I'm so excited.
Because I've been wearing a lot of headscarves lately. Because I can't get my hair cut at the moment, I was like, I'm gonna need to improvise and better put this headscarf on. And so I've just revisited that, which is something that we do a lot back home in South Africa and something that I have done before. But I just thought I should bring it back and start wearing scarves again. And so here you are, the queen of head wraps. But when did you start wearing headscarves? Like when did it start for you?
For me, I started really young, so I was about 7. But I remember even like when I was a little girl, like I would steal my mom's like around 4. Like, you know, she always used to tell me how like I would run around with her scarves. It was a big trend in like St. Cloud where I lived, where all the little Somali girls had like the 2-piece, and it was like patterned, and like there's one zebra brown. I recently posted about it on my Instagram, and like my mom almost had to throw away that stuff because wear it every day, no wash days. And so probably my first time. So the first look that I normally like to, my easiest one, and usually, okay, so I should probably okay, so this one is actually I got this one as a gift when I walked with Mommy and Zendaya, and I'm just obsessed. Such a good
Beautiful.
So Zozi, cut yours in half the long way. So like this.
The long way, okay.
Like that.
There we go.
Yay!
What are we doing next?
And I usually like to even them out. Almost like ponytails, you know? They have to be around the same size.
Mine is still a bit longer, but we'll manage.
We'll manage. And then the trick is to get this part very seamless, like, you know?
As seamless as possible. Okay, there we go.
Like, and then we're basically gonna go behind, and then like a ponytail, babe. You're gonna wanna take one side, roll it.
I'm kind of, okay.
Yeah. Twist, twist, twist. And then go back, and you're just basically gonna roll it into a little circle. I hold the end like this little tail.
Is it like at the back?
In the back, like create a little, what I should have said was.
Because I don't have hair.
Oh, okay, a little ponytail. Okay. No
It's
worries.
okay, it's still working. I mean, I don't have a ponytail at the back, but it looks like coming along.
But this is just one of the easiest styles, because you just rolly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I should have put something underneath for sure, just to make sure that I get my ponytail sitting right.
Okay, so it's just like a little.
I see.
I really like it because it's if I have earrings like yourself,
it
just makes it about it creates a little nice, very calm little bun back, and then the focus can be on my earrings. You know, like let's say this is just a pin, but you know. Okay, this one is gonna be our fun one. Stuff with the softer one, and then and I'll use this one.
You said you started very young wearing your head wraps because of your mom. But do you remember any particular fashion moments maybe that you saw and you're like, growing up, that is such a fashion statement and it's something that I would want to do?
Yeah, for me, oh my gosh. Iman, you know, the supermodel?
Yes.
Also Somali. Oh my goodness, girl. Okay, I might have to fire her. A little bit higher is good.
Okay.
Like that. But I mean, I looked up to Iman a lot growing up, you know, and I remember there was one Vogue cover. I believe it was Vogue, like French Vogue. And they had, she had this beautiful Aphrodite, like Queen Cleopatra, like she just looked like an Egyptian.
I remember that. I know that photo. So that's like one that stuck out for you.
Yeah.
I remember a South African musician, Mama Miriam Makeba.
Okay.
She was like so gorgeous and just just amazing, traveling the world, not only, singing and being a musician, but because we were still fighting for the liberation of, Black people in South Africa, she would go across the world singing, but then also, fighting for our freedom. And she just looked amazing doing it. And she would do these photo shoots with just amazing head wraps. And I was like, this is so iconic. So
would you say that was like who inspired you to like start wearing headscarves, or was it more like your family?
No, so for us, how headscarves work really is, I'm just waiting for your direction to see what you're doing.
So I folded like this, but since yours is
okay, wait, I'm gonna get another one. The original one. Okay, so for me, head wraps are quite different because I know it's a religious thing for you, right?
Yeah.
For most African women, yeah, I see what you're doing. For most African women, how headscarves work is it's usually the elderly women and usually married women.
Yeah.
Who would wear headscarves. Yeah, I think we're in the same step. Who would wear headscarves. So after you got married, it was just a way to show respect.
Yeah.
To your family. So you would cover your hair. People couldn't see your hair. But then soon after that, it just became like a fashion statement, a fashion thing that anyone could do. You didn't have to be married in order to do it. So it's more cultural. When you're married, people wore them at funerals to show respect. It became a fashion thing, and now we're just wearing them for just fashion and how beautiful it is.
So I'm actually pushing it back because you don't want yes, like that. You want it like centered, like the highest point, almost like a ponytail. Like think of a high ponytail underneath, right? But you don't want anything like falling to the front. So I'm just now pushing back mine and creating like a more just a better shape.
Yeah,
because
I'm so obsessed because sometimes I struggle to get it high. I didn't know you could use something to do this. So this is a trick I'm loving so much right now.
And then so now that we have it up, I would just push yours so you see not like just
more
all like kind of center.
Yeah,
it creates like a desired shape.
So I know you got into pageantry and you got in with your headscarves and your hijab, and you just did it as yourself at the first state pageant in Minnesota. And literally a year after, your career starts shooting off and we see you doing amazing things. How was that for you? Did you ever imagine that you would transition into fashion and become like a fashion model, or?
No, never. But it was such a great opportunity, and I'm so grateful for, Miss Minnesota USA to have allowed me to experience that. But girl, I did not expect the whole modeling career to, but
really?
It just, like when you enter spaces and you do something, you never know what success you're gonna find. And like for me, I didn't even have to win the pageant for me to like have a life-changing experience.
Exactly.
Not the new friends that I've made and like the sisterhood that I still like, So wore a turban. You wrapped your hair for your entry photo for Miss Universe.
Yes, I did.
Section. How was that experience and why did you do it?
So for me, when we were doing a photo shoot, so obviously you have to send your entry photo to Miss Universe, and I remember wanting to have the head wrap because of South African women, and it was a tribute to South African women for all the things that they fought for in order for me to be there. So usually when we pay a tribute back home, especially to women, we will put our head wraps on just in honor of the women that are alive and the women that have passed on. Yeah. So in South Africa in 1956, women marched to what we call the Union Building. To fight for the rights of women, because women didn't really have a voice back then, and they went in there to fight. And so I think when I came to Miss Universe, I wanted to have that duke on. We call it a duke back home in South Africa. I wanted to have a duke on because I wanted to bring them with me into this journey, just to show them that everything that you fought for back then has come to life. I'm here because you fought for me to be here. And so I was just paying tribute to those women. And so I took that photo and I entered with it. And I said, you know what, even for interviews, I want to bring, those women with me.
Yes.
To be in there. And so yeah, that was my story of why I decided to put on my head wrap. It was just a tribute to all the South African women who made it possible for me to
Yeah.
It is amazing. I love it so much. Okay, so this one, I'm excited to this next one, Halima, because you once in an interview told them that you are wearing Gucci pants like on your head. Like, what's the wildest thing that you have ever like had to put on your head as a head wrap? Because it's something that I do a lot too.
As we're talking about that story, I'm gonna show you exactly how I felt that day. So you have a beautiful base. It's a little high. This one is like shaped perfect. If you want, you could scooch. Depends. Like for me, I naturally have that Somali forehead, sis. So this is like free. It cuts it in half. Now, I want you to, if you still have that second scarf, any secondary scarf works.
Okay.
To use this one. I'm gonna show you how to double wrap. We're gonna leave like that much of the front one open.
This is gonna be like the worst color blocking ever because the next scarf that I have is just like wild.
It'll be amazing. So instead, usually I will cut it in half this way, the wider way, but because this one is actually my second layer, I'm actually just gonna fold it the skinny way.
Okay.
And then center it. But this time, you know how last time we went front, back? Now we're back.
Oh, back front.
Exactly like when you're drying your hair.
Yeah.
So what I like to do is roll like two sisters. Yep. As close to each other instead of from the side. Up,
okay.
So what I did is I have one finger holding where this is uneven.
Okay. Wait.
Basically, answer your question. The craziest shoot I've had was like when the stylist was like, okay, we want the turban to be very high. I was like, great, sis, I can do that for you. What do you want me to start? And then she was like, but we first are gonna duct tape your head down. So
what?
Where I have a scarf now, the good sis wanted me to duct tape. So we ended up using duct tape to go all around my hairline and 3 rounds of that. Not duct tape, but the tape that sticks to itself.
Okay.
It looks like leather. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. So you had to put that on your hair?
I put that down, and then she wanted not 1, not 2, but 3 sweaters. Like rolled up very tightly and then placed on my head to create this really big turban. I was like, okay. And let's say by the end of that shoot, I was like seeing triple, like double. I was like, okay, this is like giving me.
Do you have photos of that?
No, I think they ended up going with something else. You could pain in my eyes because I was like
it's painful.
So scars can be bad. Like sometimes, you don't want it to be too heavy. It's like a hat. Like you need breathable fabric. You need things that are gonna be comfortable. So even though I've had Gucci pants, it worked out amazing. I've had like crazy feathers, like using a cup, to create the shape.
Stop lying. That is so wild. Like instead of the scrunchie, you put on like a cup just to.
I'll show you this. You guys think I'm crazy.
No, I love it. I love it because I was just laughing because when I saw this Gucci pants thing, I had used a pair of leggings to create a turban this other time, and it was gonna go on live TV, and everyone was like, "Zozi, your turban looked so amazing on this show," and I was like, "Thank you so much." I was wearing pants on my head.
So now, Zozi, we're gonna do.
Wait, are we like twisting it?
Twisting it, but not too tight. You want it to be loose twist, so it creates this like beautiful shape.
Okay.
And this is gonna look like the poop emoji. Round and round.
Pretty sure it worked. When you started doing this, you created this platform for yourself, and you have a lot of Muslim women who wear hijabs and Muslim girls as well who look up to you. Do you have any special message that you would want to send to them at the moment?
I would just say, honestly, my advice, since, even when I competed for Miss Minnesota US 2016, like I remained true to myself, but I also challenged myself to enter spaces and still own my identity, still be proud of where I come from. But at the same time, like embracing new things, you know, like stepping out of the comfort zone. And I had so much success doing just that. So I would just encourage all my followers, Muslim or not, like just as young women, you know, to take the initiative, do things that scare you, do things that are outside the norm, you know, take those unconventional paths as long as you're following your heart. You know, I think it's absolutely okay to embrace new things and, you know, just get out there, really try. You won't get that if you're just sitting at home and like you just letting your life, you know, pass you by. You have to take initiative as young women. Like you're the CEO of your life.
Yeah.
Today, you're the CEO. So you have to make those steps. You have to, you know, plan it out, map it out, talk to the women in your life, your family. I know for myself, I have so many mentors, you know, you included, so many women I look up to. Look at what they're doing right, and then implement some of that into your life.
I love that. I love that we're the CEOs of our own lives, and that our destiny is in our own hands. And yeah, we should take responsibility of that and just work hard. I love that advice. I will be flossing so hard with these new styles when I get back. On my Instagram, I'm just gonna be like, bam, it's another style today. Hi guys, it's another style today. Speaking of different head wraps, I know that you have a brand collection with scarves that you have. You want to tell us a little about that?
I would love to. Honestly, I have it right here. Here's what I really like about it. So that took us time playing around with it. A lot of women struggle with the pinning part. I myself have walked into an event looking one way, you know, at like p.m. my scarf looks this way, and then you go to the event, you're kissing like on the cheek, hugging. Such a hugger myself, and like constantly moving. If you know me, when I hear music, I'm bouncing. You know. And then what I noticed is midway, my scarf, we started up here,
and now we're all the way to,
you know, and then it's like 7:30. The good sis is just like, you know.
Quick question, like a side note. On that note, when I won Miss Universe, I remember seeing your reaction. You jumped so hard, your scarf started falling off. Were you not wearing a pin that day?
Oh, I was so excited though. I was like, yay! Hey, first of all the women, you had a tough competition. I will say, wow. Everybody was just so eloquent, and it was back to back, like, who's gonna get it? Do they have? At this point, I think all of you guys, you know, need to walk away with something.
Yeah.
And your answer was just so eloquent, and obviously, like your journey, you're just stunning. And I think everybody in the entire room, I know we were just mesmerized. So of course, like when the crown, oh my God, I really like I had won.
Oh, thank you. So it was so heartwarming when I saw it. I was like, oh my God, I love her so much, and she's just here celebrating me, and it was just so sweet. So thank you so much for that. But yeah, girl, your scarf fell so hard.
I need to wear this that day, but I'll just quick show you. It's like, okay, like for example, right? This like the scarves and stuff, they take a long time out, and I wanted my turbans to be easy peasy done. So like it was important to me.
Wow.
To like have had it already like shaped. And the reason why I wanted to work with this company, Madanisa, is not only are they like the largest e-tailer for the Muslim market, modest market, but they're also like one of the only companies that hired 88% of their designers are women, female. So I was like, okay, I want that.
Yeah. We need them on our side.
And this is also easy. Like you saw, I literally took.
Wow. You just literally put it on and it just sits there. It's beautiful.
Has like a second piece that you just attach again. Like I am a girl who's on the go. I don't have time to be pinning and like, you know, like most women this day and age, it's like we don't have time to be sitting there for, you know, 20 minutes and like pinning and like, you know. So easy. I wanted pre-tied. I wanted no hassle. All the pieces come like your turbans, where it's like it's already pre-tied. So you just put your head and you're good to go. And I also used to struggle with fabric. I don't know about you.
Uh-huh.
Like, I didn't have a gym turban. My scarf, you know.
Girl, how do you do? Yeah, because now you need to have your turban everywhere. How do you get a gym one?
Just let me tell you something.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm running around, right?
Yeah.
Safety. This is too much. This is, I don't want to be choked out. Oh, no, I already did my part. I got myself to the gym. Like that is.
No, I'm not gonna die here.
Exactly.
Please.
So I wanted different fabrics and different turbans for different reasons. Cause like in the community, it's like I have my hijabs, but essentially you could wear the same one for going out. You could wear it for, and they're not made all the same. Exactly. Like I'm not gonna wear my dress pants to go work out. You know, we have leggings.
And it.
You know, so I wanted like different fabrics for your head. You know, so this one is a gym one. I literally should have named
it. Is that a gym one?
You know, it's breathable, and it has three, not just one, but three different layers to make sure it's secure and and it holds the baby hairs, the, you know, so you could be sweating, you could be running, it's not gonna slip. So
yeah,
it was a project really for me. I like took note of everything I struggled with when it comes to the hijab, things that annoy me, things that annoy me. I was like, how many of these problems can we fix, you know, with a turban collection?
And you just started fixing them. I love that. Speaking of, like, you know, different turbans and fixing and just being an advocate for so many things, I know that you've recently donated your time and you have come together with Allure for this cause to help what's happening during this time of COVID-19. I want to hear more about that and how different those are and how that came about.
Actually,
oh, you have those too.
Yes, so this was, you know, I loved working on this project. I donated my time because I believe so wholeheartedly in the mission of Allure and Anywhere design that I wanted to come on because, you know, 7 months into my modeling career, a lot of people don't know, like I spent 2 years working full-time at St. Cloud Hospital, cleaning patient rooms. So of course, like I love the fashion industry, but I equally love the healthcare community. So I wanted to do my part. When community calls, like I think we all gotta strap up. What can I do? So this was like my way of giving back to the community that I came from. And there's so many Muslim, you know, women who are working on the front line that, you know, it's already hard for the frontline workers with all the N95 masks. And when I saw all the bruising, the, you know, like the bruising really on their face, like people were scratched up, it's already tough enough that you're risking your health, everything to show up every day, especially in those early stages when it was hitting everybody, the healthcare industry, the hospitals.
So I know that they go like above your head, like a scarf. So it's not like, yeah,
so it comes with a matching scarf, right? And I wanted to pick these colors because when I worked at the hospital, I remember like the white and like, you know, just the basic general one. And I think, yes, you know, I know, but like for me, if I can do my job and still look kind of stylish or like colors that, colors that were just, that would take their mind off of, you know, like what was happening. And also stylish, cute turbans. Can you tell I'm obsessed with the turbans? Okay, good.
Yeah, I see it.
Be right back.
I love a good turban too. Where did you disappear to? And she's back.
Working from home has just been a trip.
It is a trip and a half. Okay. So these are the ones that come with the masks. It looks.
This
super cute.
Part. So I just wanted basically colors that I associated with like just, you know, like peaceful, tranquil colors that reminded me of spring. It's springtime right now, so I was like, okay, a little bit more floral colors, like bright, because now it has to be like, you know, remind you constantly like you're battling a pandemic. So, and this is the best part. So a lot of, you know, women who are wearing the scarf, you'd have to run to the bathroom, unhook.
Oh, yeah, I can see how inconveniencing that can be.
So this has the strap. Oh, mine fell off. You know, so this part helps you get a better grip.
Oh, wow.
And it goes right like so.
Yeah.
It goes over your N95 medical grade, but
Mhm.
it's made from 100% organic bamboo, and it's just breathable.
There it is. I love it. Not only are we helping during COVID-19, we are being fashionable at the same time. Save the world, but make it fashion.
Make it cute, make it fashionable.
I absolutely love it.
Zozie, I want to hear a little bit more about like just the relationship that, because I mean, obviously, even for myself, on one hand, I am Muslim, so obviously the hijab, I do associate it with my Muslim faith and, you know, just family like history. But at the same time, like earlier when we were talking about how it is for you, it's like more cultural. And I think even for Somalia, for a long time, it was exactly just that, where it was only for married women and the elderly. And it was never for young girls. And then we had a culture, like a switch in the country,
shift in there,
more universal amongst everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to hear your take, like what's the relationship of the significance of head covering for Black women, African women? Because even for myself, you know, I do have curlier hair, and if I just sleep at nighttime, sis, she's gonna wake up and like it's just gonna be, whoa! I'm gonna all hands on deck. The whole family has to like help me brush it out.
Yeah.
So I also do wear it, surprisingly, as a protective hairstyle. So I just want your take as well.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm doing it right now. Like I was just telling you now that my hair has been out of control so much lately, and it's very difficult to control, you know, African hair and like an afro, because you constantly have to take care of it. And because now I don't have a barber close by where I can actually go and they can shape my hair and make it look nice, I just literally put on my headscarves and I'm just out here. So it looks fashionable. At the same time, I'm protecting my hair. So that's the connection between the two. So I do understand what you mean by sometimes waking up and you're just like, I cannot. And actually it's so funny because this speaks to wigs as well, because this is why most women will wear wigs as well, because it's just to alternate between your natural hair. It's like so difficult to maintain, you know. Natural African or Black hair is intense. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort, and so that's why other women will throw in their wigs just to sort of take a break from having your hair out all the time.
Do you think that sometimes wearing like a turban, like do you find that it gives you more confidence, or like where are you at with that? Or
you know what? It really does. Sometimes when I put on my head wrap, I'm like, I feel like I look so much better with this on than when I have hair. It's like, oh my God, like royalty just walked in. So it does give you a little bit of that. It's kind of like heels. You know, when you're wearing high heels, I don't know if you're a high heel girl.
I'm not.
It's sort of, well, well, for me, it sort of gives you that boost and that confidence. So that's how I feel usually when I wear them. For instance, if I'm not going to be wearing makeup, I wear my head wrap, because I'm like, there's no way I'm not going to wear my makeup and then not have a head wrap on, because the head wrap just sort of accentuates everything. Yeah, it lifts your face up. So yeah, it really does give that boost and that confidence.
I agree.
For sure. This was so much fun. I really want to stay on and have so many of these head wraps. Do you have one last one for me? Yes, I want to see that. Please show me that before we go. I need you to show me.
Okay. Just honest to God, I think sometimes people think I'm lying when I say we tried everything, sis, and I mean everything.
I'm afraid to do that, so I'm just gonna let you do that one on your own.
This is the riskiest thing I've done. My own eyebrows.
Oh my goodness.
Takes concentration. My roommate's looking at me like, you better not.
What are you doing? So where would you usually wear this to? Like an event for a photo shoot, or because it seems a little, you know, it gives that nice extra. I love extra. So where would you wear it?
Okay, I will not admit to walking around with a candle in my head. Wink, wink. But if my there's one look. I'll send you a picture of what look I'm talking about. But I was wearing Tommy Hilfiger. It was to an event. And then the headscarf, for whatever reason, it was so long. So I'm like, okay, I need a head, like a really high, like something to stuff it to make it really high. Cause like that was part of the, to like exaggerate. And I wanted it to say Tommy all across. So that needs
That's the whole word.
So basically, we ended up stuffing it, but instead of using like something hard or breakable, because how awkward. No,
girl, not break your neck and your.
This is gonna be a hazard. People are gonna be like, the hijabi girl brought a candle and there's glass everywhere. So I ended up just stuffing it with like pants and like a bra and whatever I could find in my own, like, you know.
Yeah.
But sis, like this is the thing, like the higher
I am. Wow.
You know, a different shape. And then if you want, you can go dancing.
That is so wild. I could have never imagined that you would walk with a cup on your head, but it looks good. I mean, it's like so dramatic. It's for when you just want to arrive and bring all the drama.
And bring all the drama. Yeah, I might actually. Guys, I think I went to the grocery store like this.
It looks really good.
When I know I did something crazy and my turban is stuffed with questionable things, it helps me with my posture, because like the whole night you're just gonna want to like sit tall.
Yeah, but aren't you scared? Do you ever think that one day it might fall and then like stuff starts falling out of your head? Have you ever worried about that?
Thank you.
It was amazing. Thank you for teaching me how to head wrap. Thank you for teaching me about your culture and your religion and just your job and what you do for the world. It's such amazing work that you do, and we appreciate it and we see it and we love you so much.
It's always a pleasure catching up with you. I feel like I'm talking to like my big sis. So thank you.
Anytime.